Former Prime Minister Imran Khan's message from Adiala Jail. Two religious parties were likely to protest in Islamabad regarding the sensitive issue of propaganda yesterday, which resulted in the clash, which is why their rally was postponed in Islamabad. If the rally was held yesterday, the conspirators were feared to be another May and May 9, while it is clear that the first May 9 judicial inquiry has not been conducted. The entire party, especially the workers, are saddened and angry to be postponed. I also think that this should have been a rally, but in keeping with the fragility of the matter, I announced the postponement of the procession to avoid mere chaos. PTI is the only party in the country which is not allowed to hold a rally in Islamabad. I have postponed the Islamabad rally for the last time. We will not tolerate any obstacles on September 8. Now, whatever is done, they will hold a rally in every district. Nawaz Sharif's backpack is ready for London, only to pick up the necessary supplies. I have no conversation with the government of Form 47. Whenever they feared that there was anything to talk about by the PTI establishment, they immediately remember the May 9 flag operation. All this is happening for the extension of Chief Justice Faiz Issa. Currently, their two games are underway. If they cannot give an extension to Jesus, then they will influence the seniority and bring their servant from the inside. Both of these cases are unacceptable. If they do so, they will protest across the country. I am the head of the country's largest party. I started the party from zero and has been struggling within the constitution for 28 years. Praise be to Allah that I do not need any crutches. My party got more than 180 seats on February 8. Faiz Hamid's trial is due to an internal matter of the military, so he should do whatever he wants under his military laws, but on May 2, the allegation of conspiracy with Faiz Hamid is ridiculous. And even more ridiculous is that this trial is not being opened. If Faiz was involved in May 9, he should have an open trial because it is neither an internal matter of the military nor a secret international matter. We are accused of May 2, and we want it to have an open trial, and my petition is also pending in the Supreme Court, which is suppressed by Faiz Jesus. If a commission is formed and two things are determined as to who ordered me to kidnap the Islamabad High Court and who stole CCTV footage, then the matter of May 2 will be resolved immediately. If the Hamid-ur-Rahman report had been implemented, there would not have been martial law in the country, nor would the unannounced partial martial law be implemented today, but today there would have been democracy in the country. 2. After the regime change, the message was given to the people of our party that we will remove the names of Imran Khan and PTI, which is why a few people went with them and held a press conference against the PTI. I am the believer of Allah. There is a perfect belief that honor and humiliation gives Allah, and even today I thank Allah for this test, and work patiently, because no one can end this test except Allah. When you are in trouble, it is a test by Allah. Allah has taught patience in the Quran. Allah says that a difficult time, you have a trial, and I know that I am in jail by Allah's will. Because God had written it for me. This perfect faith requires that I do not panic or panic my people. We will continue our struggle for real freedom in every situation, and inshallah will succeed. Now the whole nation should prepare for the September 7 rally and make it successful. Ali Muhammad Khan, the central leader of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, called his X account. On the sad evening of February 10, 2013, when his father, Wali Muhammad Sahib, who was less and more friends in his native village, Hakian, returned home by giving him a bath with his own hands and returning home on this day. It was probably not so sad, but the day when in the terrorist court of his own Mardin, his own state, wearing a lawyer's uniform, put his handcuffs in the hands of a lawyer. As if something was broken inside. As suddenly the journey of centuries from the inside became a living body in a moment. There was a man who was broken. The state is like a mother, but on that day, in this terrorist court in Mardin, Ali Muhammad saw his state of his mother's half-back. I wish Ali Muhammad, the grandson of Khan Pir Muhammad Khan, a member of the Aligarh movement and Jinnah's low-fired colleague, Mardin, who liberated the country, would not be called a traitor and terrorist in his house. A joint session of Parliament to convene August 28. National Assembly meeting on August 26. Production order of Imtiaz Wadiak issued. Bangladesh's first victory in Test cricket on Pakistan. Bangladesh stir in the country, the player did not allow himself to ride. The current government borrowed a huge interest rate from the IMF. It has had a profound negative impact on the domestic economy. The Senate Standing Committee on Economic Affairs meeting revealed that the government had borrowed a higher interest rate from the World Monetary Fund, IMF, in 2023. According to the Port of the Business Recorder, the committee was informed that Pakistan had borrowed from the IMF to 5.09% from interest rate from the IMF in 2023 under the Stand-by Born Organization (SBA). This was stated by officials of the Ministry of Finance and the State Bank of Pakistan (SBP) during a meeting of the Senate Standing Committee on Economic Affairs. The meeting of the committee was held in Parliament Lodges, chaired by Senator Saifullah Abro, chairman of the committee. The meeting was further informed that the government has borrowed a $3 billion loan from the IMF in 2023 in the year 2023, with a loan of interest rate of 5.09% from the IMF. Why was 90 billion rupees spent on political schemes by borrowing from the IMF? The chairman of the committee inquired. The committee sought details of the use of loans taken from the IMF. The meeting was told that the IMF has so far provided Pakistan with 2,126 million SDRs and that the fund is to pay more than $6.36 billion SDRs in the next 3 to 5 years. State bank officials say the balance of payments each time forced the country to go to the IMF.